Here is the video review for Transformers Universe, or Transformers United Legacy G1 Universe Optimus Prime. Hashtag special edition, hashtag, no, I'm just kidding. Transformers United Legacy G1 Universe Optimus Prime. He's very wee. He's a very, very tiny, tiny boy. And you need to know that going in. He's still cool for it, but he's even smaller than G1 Optimus. And I would love to have my G1 Optimus out here because I have a couple of them. I know I've got a couple of the reissues, and I cannot find either one of them. The one, I had the single one that Walmart did a while back when they did like Hot Rod, and then they did just a G1 Optimus without the trailer reissue. And I had it in the closet, and I think I moved it out to the shed, but I know I didn't get rid of it, but I don't know where he went. So unfortunately, we can't show that one off, but that's okay because I got other things to show him off with. First off, here he is with the new Studio Series 86 Prime. So you can already see right there, he's a little small. And they both have their weapons on them. I'm going to pop this off just so we can compare them as trucks. He comes with his axe, which just pegs in here on the, it's not the trailer hitch, the 18th wheel or whatever, the 30th wheel. There's a name for it, and I used to know it. He's got a little axe, and he's got two rifles. And the thing is, there's been so many reissues that have different versions of the rifle that I forget. I'm pretty sure one of these is supposed to represent the original G1 toy rifle, and one of them is supposed to look more like the cartoon. And even then, I'm not 100% sure which one's which. I think this one is maybe the G1 toy. This one's the cartoon. It's a little bit more pointy, but I don't know. But anyway, he's got two. He comes with two different guns. You can see the back of them is very similar, although this one has more of a, it's not a clip, but it kind of resembles a clip. They got some similar detailing, but you can see one kind of comes to a thinner point and one has a thicker point. So it's just homages to different versions of the G1 rifle we've had over the years. And put my hands behind it so you can see a little better. And those come off, and then here's just the cabs themselves next to each other. But yeah, he's a cool little car. He does have, this is neat. Oh, Baggy, where are you going? Anyway, his tires, Studio Series has hard plastic tires, which makes sense, and they look good. He's actually got the little rubberized tires on the nubs, like the old school G1 one. Will they rot over time? Who knows? That's a future me problem. I'm not the environment. And then, but yeah, but he rolls, he's got grippy tires, and he's really fun. I really like him. He's very small. Now, his transformation is fairly standard with a few little changes. There's one really scary bit that, unfortunately, like when you get him and he comes in robot mode, it's the first step, and it's like, oh god. But we'll go over that because it's not as scary once you know, if you know about it ahead of time and you know how to deal with it. But just FYI. So, first off, you want to untab his arms because his arms, and kind of bring them out to the side because his arms actually do peg in a couple of places and lock everything together. So unlike the old school where you just flip the legs down. Once that's done, you can unpeg the wheels and lift them up a little bit and bring his legs down like this, flip up his toes, split his legs. And again, here you're looking, you see a little bit more posability, but we're looking pretty standard G1 Prime. Also, open up the back, flip his head up and around, boom. And again, a little extra posability, but still looking pretty standard G1. Now his wrists flip out. Like the whole, he doesn't have wrist swivels, but this whole piece swivels this way. And to do that, you have to fold this tab down. And this piece is, you can see the rotating arm piece, and then this thin plastic piece that kind of comes out, angles down, and is on a hinge right here. And the first time you do this piece kind of feels like it's bending, and it is bending a little bit. It's a softer plastic. It's not a harder plastic, but you want to make sure that like when you're going it this way, you kind of want to put your thumb right there, support this piece both directions, push as close to here as possible, and kind of support it like this and rotate it down. And it has a couple indentation points. And the more, I've been told the more you use it, the more it kind of wears in and doesn't become as problematic. But that first time when you just start pulling this down like you're supposed to, and you can feel it supposed to be hinged here, and it's just bending, that's a little scary. But if you support it properly as you bring it down, it's not nearly as scary. Just be aware of that, because it would be, if you just really try to force it without supporting it, you could potentially break this piece, and you don't want to do that. But then once that's done, you rotate the fist around, and you want to rotate it so the fist goes out And this piece with the flatter piece comes around to the inside because it'll keep it. And same going back. You know, it really only rotates that one way. And then again, pushing it back up, you don't want to push it from the fist. Support it right here, again, right there near the hinge, and just push it up into place, and you're good to go. And there he is in robot mode. Very evocative of the old G1 toy. Again, much smaller. The original G1 Optimus was about here. So, but he's got a ball-jointed head, so he can look around, up and down a little bit. He's got dual hinge shoulders. He's got a bicep swivel, hinged elbow, no wrist swivel, unfortunately. This piece can flip up, so you can get him, lift his legs up and get him in some poses. It's not as elegant as the ab crunch on the missing link, but if you can't afford the missing link, this is a nice little budget version of that kind of posability. He's got dual hinge hips, thigh swivel, hinge knees, and he's got ankle tilt and some toe articulation. So all in all, pretty decent. And again, these wheels are on little skirt pieces that can flip up and get out of the way. So you can get some really decent action poses out of him. You can open him up. He comes with a transparent blue matrix that also is, I stuck this in here and I haven't bothered to try and pop it out yet because I haven't had a need to, but it's really in there. Let me get a little, see if my Lego tool will help. Get in there and, come on, there we go, pop it out. But it is a different mold, it appears, than we've gotten previously. Or maybe it's just because it's transparent blue, but it looks different than the matrices we've been getting lately. Can he take the other one? We'll check in a minute when we pull out some other stuff if he can hold in the other ones. But he's got a little transparent blue matrix. He can't hold it. He's got no way of plugging it into his hands. His axe can go on either hand. It just plugs in from the top. You can put it on either side. And then he can hold either or both of his rifles, whichever one you prefer. I don't know if he's in focus here. Bring him back to, there we go. That's maybe too dark. But yeah, he's pretty cool. Here he is with the Studio Series 86. Here he is with Transformers 1 Optimus. This just came out on digital today, so if you haven't seen it, check it out. Rent it, buy it. It's worth seeing, and if you couldn't make it out to the theater, you can watch it now in your home. I would have liked it to maybe have a little bit longer of a theatrical run. I'd like to see a sequel, but we'll see. And then here he is with Animated Universe Optimus from Legacy. And just because I have him out for a different review, here he is with old school Robots in Disguise Fire Convoy. Super Fire Convoy. But yeah. He's a nice little homage to the G1 figure. I like the yellow eyes. He's fun enough. He's small enough to carry around. And if you just want a G1-esque Prime, like a G1 toy Prime, that's not the missing link to mess around and fiddle with, it's certainly a budget-conscious and fun version of that. Somebody on my Twitter feed commented that the lack of... Oh, I was going to see if he could hold the other version of the Matrix. Let's see if we can't get that open. That it lacks kind of the pop of some of the silver, the decals and stickers that the original G1 toy had, which is true. But you know Toy Hacks is going to fix that up. So keep an eye out for that. I'm sure they're going to have a set for this guy. So let's see if this... Because, this definitely is a different Matrix mold. But can you put... Well... You can actually, it does fit over the peg. You can put one of the other matrices in there, but it doesn't tab on as securely. It's a looser fit, which is weird. Is that a different sized peg? But if you want to give, say, Studio Series 86 Optimus's Matrix or any of the other versions of that Matrix to this Optimus, it can technically fit in his chest. We'll give him his blue plastic one. But yeah, there's Transformers United Legacy G1 Universe Optimus Prime. Just arrived today from Amazon, and then I went to Walmart, and they had like 4 of him, and 1 Quake, and 1 Slipstream, and 1 Bombshell Ramhorn pack randomly out of nowhere when they didn't have it just yesterday. Anyway, there's Optimus Prime. He's pretty cool. That's all I've got to say, really.